Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfield. So we're heading back to Madame Sauvage's, where I went in the first place to try and find Estelle, but she's actually apparently supposed to be here this time. I wonder if she's in her usual hiding spot upstairs. So we're kind of... No, clearly she's not. Okay, goody gumdrops. Let's see if we can spot her from up here. Where's she hiding? Like, this is twice she stood me up here now. Estelle, where you at? She's not hiding in the restroom, is she? No, okay. Where the hell's she gone? Wait, behind the bar? Oh, I've got to ask. Oh, I wonder if I've got to ask Madame Sauvage. Unless she's hiding in the back room. Could be.
We'll have a jam, have a drink.
I'd rather have some information.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity?
Looks like she doesn't know where Estelle is.
We'll see you again soon, yes?
Possibly, maybe not. I'm a wanted man, don't you know? Yeah, so we took the fall for Estelle in that... Oh, here we go. In that little meeting. You two coming as well. Come on, then. In you get. Close the door behind you. That's one thing that I really wish was in this that you get in other Bethesda games. The ability to give orders. Yeah, we took the fall for... Fine, keep it open. For Estelle, didn't we, when we met with... rather unexpectedly with Benjamin Bayou, so but she should definitely clear out as well before he sees through the veil. Ooh, hello, evidence.
Pour me a velocity, dummy. I think we're in luck.
Estelle, you found a buyer. And in less than a week. I'm impressed.
A buyer?
There's just one teeny little catch, though.
For the data?
Whenever there's a catch with you, it ends up costing me money.
Before you give me the guillotine, hear me out. The buyer wants the merch, but they want it tomorrow night.
And there it is. Do you have any idea what it will cost to get that many crates out of Xenofresh by tomorrow?
Oh.
No, not this time.
What if I told you they wanted 15 cases this time, at full price?
What about your comrades at the Crimson Fleet? Won't they want a taste? I'd hate to lose half of our profits.
You just worry about the shipment. I'll handle the fleet.
All right, Estelle. You have a deal. Here's your drink.
You're a doll, dummy. Cheers.
Ah. So Madame Sauvage herself has got a line to actually smuggling stuff out of Xenofresh? If I'm reading that correctly? Interesting. So the evidence slates that we hand in back on the Vigilance usually end up with someone behind bars. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be Estelle or Madame Sauvage. Anyway, so where's this guy? Oh, a little private bathroom. Right, interesting. So Madame Sauvage is obviously helping to hide Estelle out here. Hello, I see you. Yeah, your pal over there has obviously got your back.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astro Lounge.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a choice.
Bit of a surprise.
Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? The man is priceless.
So, yeah, what exactly happened? Were you there? Did you just about manage to slip out before he spotted you?
Well, I was hoping we'd celebrate your return with some drinks and a pile of Aurora. I was about to start partying early when Boone Morgan tipped me off that Bayou was on his way down with some neon security goons.
Oh, you actually were there?
Pretty sure I missed him by less than a minute. Left a ton of good stuff behind, damn it.
Oh, I'd have looted it if I'd have known. Yeah, he doesn't... I better not be cocky about it. No, he doesn't scare me.
You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly.
Well, I'm still alive,
Must
aren't
be
I?
nice to be so naive.
He didn't gun me down on the spot, and he had all those goons with him, so I think I'm alright for now. It was for the Crimson Fleet, so it benefits us all. Got what I needed. I think I'm done here. Oh, do we want to do the cheesy Crimson Fleet line? Suppose I should. Although she's not all that loyal to the Crimson Fleet by the sounds of it, if she was willing to smuggle Aurora out of Neon without even telling Delgado. Yeah, I think we're done here.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone.
Boo-hoo.
Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
Well, you're not getting a loan off me. Who do you owe money to?
Well, a business partner of mine named Nix was the author of the virus. Don't know if you know him or not.
I don't think so.
Then there's the folks I paid to keep an eye on Ayumi Komiko, a few of the guards at Generdyne. Like I said, it was a huge job. Honestly, I shouldn't be revealing my sources because that puts you on their radar as well. But hey, you asked.
When I go back to the key, maybe I'll put in a word with Delgado. Let me cut you if no. No, you're okay, thanks. Don't personally trust Estelle any further than I could throw her. You knew the risk. Do you know what? I'll put in a word with Delgado, but that's as far as I'm going.
That's pretty cool of you to offer, but I know what he's gonna say.
Sorry, Estelle. This was your scheme. You're on your own.
Believe me, he's not gonna be much help. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask.
The answer's no.
Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job?
No.
I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
Some small amount of compensation seems reasonable, given the circumstances.
Oh, Andresia, don't take her side. Man. Suppose I could do that. Kind of a big ask. We all have our own problems to deal with. Fine.
Yeah, I know, and I wouldn't ask if I wasn't in a bind. I don't want the entire cake, just a slice. I think I deserve it.
How about a crumb?
How much are you willing to part with?
I don't know. Would 5 credits do you? Pay 4,000, 9,000. Actually, I've changed my mind. I can't say no to Andresia, can I? I'll meet you in the middle. Here's 4K.
This is perfect. It will definitely help. Thank you.
Clearly, you are very welcome.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me.
The more people from the fleet I meet, the more I think that they're actually sort of okay-ish. Labeling me the lifeblood of the fleet. Wait till it turns poisonous. Did Benjamin Bayo completely ruin your plans?
Completely ruined? Nah. I was hoping it would stay on Generdyne's mainframe for the long term, but hey, at least it's already fed me a huge amount of data.
Oh, nice.
Kryx really knows what he's doing, though he charged me about 6 months worth of earnings. With any luck, I'll be able to recoup my costs in no time.
Yeah, I did go back in, to a past video and take a look to see what that virus was, because I could not for the life of me remember. She was a bit cagey about it, but she basically just said it was to leech Generdyne data off of their servers and into her pocket to be sold on. So, okay, what's next in line for Estelle?
I hear things are heating up back at the Key, so I might fire up my bird and head over to check things out. Rumor has it that Delgado has some solid info on the Kryx's legacy story he's been hawking for the last few years. If there's even a chance that it's true, I want to be there when Shinya Voss starts splitting the loot, if you catch my meaning.
Okay, so a thought just occurred to me, and now she said that, another thought has occurred to me. So, I've now got a data slate with evidence against Estelle, which I could hand in to Toft over on the Vigilance.
Yeah, so you gonna say something?
Just mulling over my my secret, hideous, heinous plan. I could hand that over to Toft, which would get Estelle locked away, which initially I thought maybe we should slow up on the whole slamming people in jail thing, because Delgado surely is going to start seeing people dropping like flies since I set foot on the Key, and catch on to something, you'd think. But now she's mentioned that, the splitting Kryx's legacy in as few directions as possible might turn out quite profitable, although I'd imagine the Kunde is probably going to want us to hand the entire thing over at the end of this, but do you really believe Kryx's legacy exists?
Now, how did I know you were gonna ask me that? Honestly, doesn't matter if I believe that Kryx's legacy exists or not. What's important is that I believe in Delgado. If the man thinks that chasing shadows is gonna make us rich, then who the hell am I to judge, right? I mean, I'm not gonna jump off a cliff for him or anything, but hey, he needs an extra ship at his side, he's got it.
Okay. Right, I'll catch you later, Estelle. Got a funny feeling I might be seeing you through plexiglass
Anyone
soon.
in there? Just watch your ass. Benny isn't exactly gonna be tickled that you've been talking to his brother.
Yeah, speaking of which, we really should get Madame Sauvage was listening to the whole conversation. I see you over there. Yeah, we probably should get off of this platform, shouldn't we?
Can I get you something?
Sorry, could I get you, what, a directional microphone? So you could listen in a little bit closer?
Howdy.
Strikers are upstairs, so we better be on our
Whoa.
best behavior.
Andreja, you okay? She just kicked a tray full of drinks square off the bar. Alright, I need to watch myself now. Any moment now, Benjamin Bayer is going to be pulling the trigger on that little accusation. Okay, need to return to the key. That can be arranged. Let's get the hell out of here. Back out to the landing platform. Oh, before I...
security, stop immediately.
Oh, shit. That's... No!
You're making things harder for
Oh, crap, the elevator's right there.
Don't be stupid.
No, no, no. Right, hold on. I have a plan. I have a cunning plan. This way! Andreja, Simeon, follow me. This could only end badly.
That side's a bad place for tourists.
Yes, I hear it's a bad place for people being accused of murder as well. Oh no, I think I'm on the wrong side. Crap. No. I'm on the wrong side of the platform. I thought I was on the other side. Oh. Okay, right. Calm, calm. They're not following me. Oh, right, that goes back through to the plaza. That's not really where I want to be. I could do... Whoa, no, no, no. No, you don't. No, you don't. I am running. Right, the stupid plan is to hopefully get across this gantry. Oh, crap, there's more of them.
Things harder for yourself.
No.
Stop in the name of the law.
Never. Whee! Oh, crap. Whoa. Ow.
Get back here.
Okay, this is fine. I have no idea what Andrej and Simeon are going to do, but...
Stop running if you know what's good for you.
I don't know what's good for me.
Security, get back here.
Crap. Crap. Ah, I keep falling off.
Stop in the name of the law.
Never.
Don't be stupid.
Why not? Being stupid is in my interest of self-preservation.
This place to live is astounding.
Oh, straight in, cockpit, lift off, go. Oh my god. Did I actually evade them? Oh crap, I think I did. Oh crap, I think I did.
Dust off
I have no idea if Simeon made it on board.
Hear a poem I wrote?
Oh, Cora,
It's
not
called
now.
a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku, huh?
Wow. I really didn't think I was going to make that. I'm quite impressed with my my parkour and escape abilities. So, back to the key.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
I've just taken a moment to change back into my pirate gear, so we're back in the swashbuckler suit as well as the outfit. You too, Sam. Glad we got out of that sticky little situation. Right. Now, I had intent... Who knocked over this fire extinguisher? Could you please tidy up after yourselves? I wanted to... Somebody in here? Keep out of my quarters. Unless expressly invited. Yeah, I did want to actually visit the dockmaster in Neon before I left, but, you know, other things came up, so I might go and...
ship is way bigger than Dad's.
Well, thanks. I want to make a slight adjustment to that deck up there, which I'll get to in just a moment. But yeah, onto... Wait, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Onto the key. I'll go and speak with Jazz to make that adjustment instead. So... I wonder how long it's going to be until we're actually welcome on Neon again. I'd imagine they're probably going to be a little bit wary of me for a while. But anyway, onto the key. Let's head on through.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Thanks. We just left it. You're really not used to this whole getting onto other vessels thing, are you? Right, Neva's here to greet us. This could be interesting. Hi. Am I in trouble? You look like I'm in trouble.
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Repair bay? What? Okay. When is everyone going to stop calling me a rook? I'm not going to rock the boat. Someone overcooked a potato in the microwave. I'm gonna land this one because I know how much she appreciates my sense of humor.
Oh, that's hilarious. You're a real comedian, you know that? Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Okay, fine, I'm moving. 14K? Happy days.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Yeah, and the whatever needs repairing ain't gonna repair itself either, I'd imagine. Wait, where's the repair bay? Wait, is it this way? I've never been to a repair bay.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Okay, that's fine. This is Simeon, by the way. I'm just inviting him on your top secret base.
Stuff about the Mantis being back.
You don't say. Oh, I think I might know where the repair bay is, actually. There's been an area that's been cordoned off since we've been here, with the big shutters on it. Right, is Jazz... Oh, hello. Oh, right. Jazz's repair shop. Gotcha. That's where I wanted to head anyway.
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape.
This is what she was speaking to her
I'm
mole
already using
about.
duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart. You want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
All right, moody pants. Defense batteries? Are we under attack?
Nothing you need to worry about.
Stay in your own space lane and let Jazz do her damn job. Now, do you have what we sent you to Neon for?
Yes. Yes, I've got it. Getting this wasn't easy, you know. I'm not going to push him at this moment.
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh.
Oh, that's real funny.
Oh.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC SysDef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannoc IV and bring Kryx's legacy home.
Right, okay. They're amassing an attack. I might need to just quickly nip off the station and have a word with somebody about that. Yeah, how do you know that they're massing for an attack?
I have a very reliable source at Mast.
Oh.
They were so concerned that the threat was real, they actually jumped the information out to us right away.
Oh. Okay. Got a feeling this is going to pee him off by asking, but I'm interested. Why is Kryx's legacy so important to you?
Oh my god. Haven't you been paying attention? The only reason half the fleet's captains haven't scattered across the settled systems is because they're waiting for their part of the score. No money means no protection. No protection means we are done when SysDef arrives. Simple enough for you?
Okay, that's actually really interesting. I hadn't picked up, I don't know if there's been clues dropped, but I had not picked up on that. So a lot of we've heard a lot of the Crimson Fleet captains talking about the legacy, but I didn't realize that Delgado was worried about them abandoning the key entirely if they didn't get a cut. Okay, tell me exactly what you need me to do.
Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the comm spike module installed as well.
Oh, is that all? And here I thought this was going to be a challenge.
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannoc IV, board the legacy, and bring us the cash.
Interesting. Okay, where do I build the ship module? Well, I mean, I was already coming to Jazz to alter my ship anyway. So what happens if we get there and there's nothing on Bannoc IV? That's a very real possibility.
You better pray that isn't the case, because that means we are done. As in, no more Crimson Fleet.
I think Delgado's just shown his hand there. So, at some point, I'm expecting a decision point where we can either side with Delgado and the fleet, or Ikande and UC SysDef. And I think that's going to be it, isn't it? We're going to go down there, we're going to find something, and it's our choice as to whether we hand it to Delgado or Ikande that's going to spell out the fate of the Crimson Fleet itself. Ooh. Yeah, there's got to be a catch somewhere.
Of course there's a catch. What, you thought this would be easy?
After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault.
Okay.
Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
Or, of course, Galbank. Why? Yeah, what are these transfer modules about?
Because those Galbank ships were carrying so much money they didn't even trust their own crew.
Fair enough. Okay, what if Shinya can't crack the encryption? I think this is going to pee him off as well.
That would be a first. I have yet to see encrypted currency that Shinya could not manipulate within hours. I mean, the guy plugs his body directly into his mainframe. He eats, breathes, and shits numbers all day. No, I'm not worried about him.
Right, something's just occurred to me. Yeah, of course I'll be bringing it here. I'm not a traitor. What did you take me for?
Are you kidding? Everyone around here is a traitor.
Oh, thank God for that.
Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving.
I've got a feeling he's serious about that. Conduction grid module is now available at any ship services tech. Cool. And we've just received this Galbank data core. I wonder if that's something that could be inspected. Okay, yeah, is there anything other than just the cash that's there? I'm assuming no, because it was just a Galbank transport.
The Crimson Fleet isn't really a fleet. It's an ideal. A principle that Kryx sought to set up so that pirates didn't infight over scraps. Over time, that notion has been lost. Captains have been turning their backs on the fleet, doing jobs on the side, killing each other. Bringing Kryx's legacy back to the fleet would be like validating everything Jasper Kryx believed in. And I'm certain it would unify us once again. Of course, it wouldn't exactly hurt to have all that extra money at our disposal. But I think you catch my meaning.
That's quite interesting, actually. And again, it's having the effect of endearing me even more to the Crimson Fleet, because the whole reason he's chasing after this Kryx's legacy, other than the credits, like he says, is to try and stop the fleet from tearing each other, or the pirates of the settled systems from tearing each other limb from limb, and actually unifying and consolidating their resources instead of all going lone wolf. But they're still pirates! Ah, man, what to do? Okay. Anyway, we haven't got that decision ahead of us just yet. So, the captains you keep on talking about.
You've met some of them already. Mathis Castillo, Yevgeny Rokov, Juan Dayu, Estelle Vincent, and Adler Kemp. They might feel like independents to you, but each one of them has a stake in the Crimson Fleet, and each one of them wants a cut of the wealth. I am sending word out to every able-bodied captain that they are needed. We'll see how many answer the call.
And I don't know if you've noticed, Delgado, each one of them seems to be slowly dropping off the radar one by one. No? Okay, that's... You haven't noticed? Good. So, what's your biggest worry about the attack?
The toughest nut to crack is if UC Sistef brings in the Vigilance. That Commander Ikande has himself a hell of a ship there.
Ooh, sounds imposing.
Advanced shield tech, bristling with weapons. I would love to see that thing burn. If we hope to stand a chance against it, we need those defensive batteries and Kryx's legacy.
That's something I hadn't considered. If we were to decide to support Delgado and the Crimson Fleet and screw Ikande over, I wonder if we'd have the option to come clean with Delgado and destroy the Vigilance.
You want to space out? Do it. Get moving before it's too late.
You want to space out? Do it. Yes, sir. Right, Jazz, I need to speak to you. Though, something has just occurred to me. Right, Jazz, I'll be back with you. Yeah, something's just occurred to me. I feel like we are potentially reaching the end of our time on the key. I think once we actually set off to, what was it called? Bannoc IV? Are you okay down there?
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
No, I'll let you carry on with your leg stretching exercises. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, this could be one of the last times that we're actually on the key. So I suppose if I'm going to track down those interviews with Jasper Kryx, I better get it done now. Right. I do have a couple of locations that I want to check out.
Rook?
So we've already got parts 1 and 2 of the Kryx interview.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Kryx. Good evening, Mr. Kryx.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then Grav jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you're taking the leap? That Jasper Kryx is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
So something that I hadn't twigged before was they're in an abandoned mining facility. So I had initially, when she mentioned that, I thought, oh, maybe they're at the lock, but that was obviously a prison and very, very frozen. So yeah, they must have met at a completely neutral location, which makes sense, seeing as Jasper Kryx says that he knows UC will be tracing the signal eventually. Okay, so yeah, after the first time that I'd heard that, I had wondered whether Kryx had planned on recovering the legacy and then disappearing and leaving the fleet behind. Anyway, part 2.
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless punk kid robbing whoever he could for the credits.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gail. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with injuries, but I'm not some kind of butcher.
That doesn't sound as heartless as your reputation would imply.
Well, like I said, I was just a kid.
Were you ever caught by the authorities in New Atlantis?
Oh, dozens of times. I'd just give them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way. They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
2218? Oh, yeah. The Galbank archives. Very good, Gail. See, you've done your research. That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big score.
I wonder if that's the same archives we visited.
Is that why the Crimson Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's right. They brought me in, taught me the ropes, and I did crimes for them for 5 years. Till I decided I wanted more. I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show. I've been the one in charge ever since.
Was it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and leave the body on a public street in the well?
On the street, reputation is everything.
Sends a message.
I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Kryx was taking over. I think they got the message.
Okay. Right, that's all of the slates that we picked up. Time to go and hunt some more, I think.
So, tell us about Jasper Kryx's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power. People that followed my orders and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space and the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast. Didn't cover all my bases. Made some stupid mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
I was just about to say, I don't know where this fits in the timeline with his time in the lock, but... well, there it is. So he takes over the Crimson Scar, which is just a band of pirates, I guess. Tries to expand, does it too fast, gets himself caught and thrown into the lock, and I guess it's from there that he then reaches out and expands it into the Crimson Fleet that it is today.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For a listener's benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Voli that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
Oh, wow.
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC Security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gale. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treating us like animals. The conditions in the lock were ridiculously bad and no one cared. That's why they stuck us on that ice ball in the first place. Out of sight, out of mind.
Your escape caused the deaths of many that were stationed at the lock. Some would brand that as a bit dismissive for what you're describing as a protest. If you were simply advocating for your fellow inmates, why didn't you just go through the proper channels?
And what the hell was I supposed to do? Send a strongly worded letter to my duly appointed representative? Wake up. The UC only responds to actions, not words. In my mind, there was no other choice. You know what? Let's move past my time at the lock so we can get to the point of this goddamned interview.
Ooh. What he moved on to next. I completely get what he's saying about the conditions on the lock. We've been there. Ooh, show Armin Petrosian. Who's Armin Petrosian? Do we know that name? That's not something we take back to Toft on the Vigilance. Who's Armin Petrosian? Right, we're gonna have to investigate that in a moment. But yeah, I completely get what he's saying about the conditions on the in the lock. It was pretty inhumane down there.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few UC ships, and a couple dozen ex-cons at my side. But I needed more, so I sent out the call. Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the settled systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy. The Navy, in turn, sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC systems?
Absolutely. They've clearly given up and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame.
Certainly feels like that's how it's set
It's all
up.
about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
He might not. He might actually have a fair point. So, yeah, one weird thing that I actually caught onto there was maybe Kryx and Commander Akande might have had a few things in common if they actually met up, with the whole, basically UC SysDef being the runt of the UC litter and getting the brunt of it. Jeez. Also, I double-checked, and that Petrosian person, apparently, is somebody on board the UC Vigilance. So we're going to have to see if we can find those next time we're visiting. Nobody here. I think we're clear to snoop around Delgado's room. The size of his shower! Jammy git.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison.
Aha, the
Beyond
legacy.
that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the Directionalists to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep that listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want. If you were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to be brought here.
Fair point. Oh, man. What decision are we going to make when it comes to the time? I'm leaning in one particular direction, but I don't know whether that's, oh, man, whether it's the right call. Okay, let's track down that final interview piece. Whoa! Jesus, hello? Where the hell did you come from? Okay, that was unexpected. Let's see, have I got any melee weapons? I don't think I have I? God, as if they got heat leeches on board. Filthy beast. Okay, weapons away before we get in trouble. Wow. Okay. Just realised it's right round the corner from the final interview piece. So, interview slate 7.
Let me just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough? How many credits does Jasper Kryx need until he's satisfied?
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid question. How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job. Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No, that's it. We're done. Can you guys get her the hell out of here? Make sure she takes all this sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you in front of everyone. Do you understand?
I understand. You have my word.
Ooh. Direct. Okay, so I think we've got a little bit of a better understanding of the guy.
There I am. You see security on my tail? And my grab drive.
Sorry, awfully busy being important. Maybe tell me another time. Right, let's see. How the hell do I get out of here again? Have I? Aha, here we go. Right, now I want to have a very quick word with our Reckoner here just before I leave, because he could be the last time I get a chance to speak to him.
How's the mission coming along?
So far so good, I think. We could potentially be, parting ways quite soon. Let's see. How standard are these theft missions? Oh, he's in charge of the missions on the little mission board computers, isn't he? Can I get some details on these smuggling jobs?
We have contacts throughout the settled systems that require shipments of illegal goods. Smuggling requires a bit of subterfuge since we'll be loading up your ship with contraband. If you want to make that delivery without getting caught, you'll need shielded cargo space to accommodate the goods.
Now that's a good point. What is shielded? Yeah, how do I get shielded cargo space? Presumably through Jazz?
Speak to Jazz about that. She'll be more than happy to set you up.
Okay.
Until next time.
I would normally talk through the terminal missions here, but I have no intention of actually doing any of them. I don't really want to do anything that would actively support the fleet. Well, not that would actively support the fleet, but would actively put innocent people in danger. Oh, is this the last time I'm going to be setting foot aboard the Key? I think I know which decision I'm going to make, but I'm still a little bit torn. Man, okay. Right, I need to go and see Jazz. I need to get those special modules fitted. I need to get the, what's it called? The comm spike and this shielding fitted. But I also want to make a more generic adjustment to the ship.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast.
Yeah, you mind helping me out with the ship?
Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install.
Nice. Okay, so, yeah, let me modify the vessel.
Sure. Let me punch that up, and we can have at it.
Right. First things first, we need to get rid of that name tag. UC Prison Shuttle just won't do it. Now, let's. I'm trying to remember. I did find out where I actually edit that name. Oh, it's in the flight check screen, I think. Yeah, here we go. Rename ship. Nice. So, go ahead and rename it. So, no more UC Prison Shuttle. Thanks very much for the suggestions that I've had coming in. Falsefire over on the Discord actually made a fine suggestion of perhaps naming it after some of the key characters from Cyberpunk 2077. The other game that we've got running alongside Starfield at the moment. Made the suggestion of maybe the Judy or the Jackie or something like that. I kind of... And this is a particularly geeky thing to actually notice, but I kind of thought those names are a little bit sort of generic, even though they're key characters and they're sort of prime people, a little bit generic. But the striking blue merging into the orange kind of reminded me of a certain person's hair color as it changed throughout the actual storyline of Cyberpunk. And also, I think they've got a name a little bit more fitting for a vessel. So let's go ahead and christen this the Evelyn. I quite like that. Yeah, the Evelyn is quite fitting. Let's accept the modification. Nice. Behold the Evelyn. That we still need to actually modify because we need to fit stuff. So let's see, ship builder. Okay. First thing I want to do is just a generic change to the build. I do want to overhaul the weapons at some point because I feel like the weapon balance isn't quite there. These blasty pew-pew things kind of aren't as effective as I'd like. I'm thinking maybe fit another couple of those and take a couple of the rocket pods off, perhaps? I don't know. We'll see. I'll get myself into a couple more battles eventually, I'm sure. And, yeah, see what my opinion is. Anyway, I realized in my foolishness... And I don't think anybody noticed because nobody's pointed out in the comments. This window here is slapped on the back central part just behind this here living quarters. But I forgot to put one of the spacers behind it. So there's a bulkhead right here. So the window itself is serving absolutely no purpose at the moment. Yeah, kind of a little bit of an oversight. So you'll remember that I installed the, what is it, Place Doors Yourself mod, I think, which is brilliantly handy for stopping the game from randomly throwing doors in willy-nilly. But it means that you do need to actually cut holes in the hull manually to actually look out of windows. So let's go ahead and let me see. Here we go. This is what we want. Passway, door 4, passway, door aft. We obviously don't want it to be a door. Do I want it to be a jalousie so we can sort of pull the shutters open on it? Yeah, I think we actually do. So, just remembering my own rule, fore and aft. So the door will open away from you if you're approaching from the direction labeled here. So, we want it so the jalousie is facing into the hab from the back of the ship. So we need the Jalousie aft, I think. I hope. Slap that there. Put the window back on. Now it will actually be functional. Right, we'll test that out in a bit. It's either going to have a Jalousie on it or it's going to be a big gaping hole leading straight through to the window. And I'll know to flip that adapter. Right, so on to the new stuff. Let's see what we've actually got. Where's it going to be? Is it going to be under equipment, I guess? Here we go. Ooh, scan jammer. Hello. Oh, you're new. A scan jammer. Now that's interesting. So this is obviously going to come in handy if we're carrying contraband. Scan jammer increases your chance of evasion during a ship scan by 10% if you're using a shielded cargo module. Right, got it. So you've got to use it in conjunction with a shielded cargo module. I thought maybe this was instead of. So you could actually... Oh, we're going to lose access to these things, aren't we? Eventually. I wonder if it might be worth... Where can I fit this? Can I shove it under the ship somewhere? It looks like it should mount on the bottom. Yeah, I can... Oh, I can put it on under one of the wing modules there. I'm thinking maybe it'd be worth purchasing one just in case, because we're not going to get a chance to if I do side with the Crimson... with the UC eventually. Right, anyway, comm spike can slap there. Conduction grid can also slap on top of one of those wings. That's mighty handy. Okay, cool. So, purchase a comm spike. Let's purchase a conduction grid. Let's throw you... that could go under as well, couldn't it? Oh, I had heard... Thank you to... I think it was Harkson in the on the server. I had heard that there's an advantage to getting more than one conduction grid thing. Reduces EM damage by 50% and increases shield regeneration by 25%. What? Oh, God. That's bloody brilliant. That's fantastic, because I really do need... I really am lacking at the moment in shield regen. Can we get more than one? Conduction grid. I think we can. How much do these cost? They're free? Oh, wait. No. Hold on. Getting excited here. Equipment. There we go. Oh, conduction grid me up, baby. Let's see. So can that... can this fit below? Oh, it can. Oh, incredible. Yes, please. Right, we'll take 4 of those, thank you very much. So this should boost shields by 100%. Am I reading that right? I don't even care about the EM business. That's bloody brilliant. And then comm spike. You can sit. Oh, please tell me it'll work there. Wait. Oh no, it won't fit. Poo. Oh, poo. Do we have any mount points beneath? I think I've taken them all up with conduction grid module points. Oh, rubbish. Oh, noes. Okay. Okay. We can, I'm sure we can get little greebly bits, which act as mount points. Let's see. Where would that be? Would it be under structural, I guess? Here we go. Horizon weapon mount. Can that change orientation? It kind of can, it kind of can't. We could... I don't think it's going to fit. No, it's not going to fit on those interior mount points. Is there anywhere else that this might fit towards the front of the ship? There isn't. Rubbish. That's a weapon mount point. Are there any other weapon mount points? There must be, surely. Hello, you're new. Hope Tech Bumper A. Ooh. Oh, we've got lots of Hope Tech stuff available here. Right, okay, anyway. Pipes, radiator, riser. Risers? No, risers wouldn't work, would they? Bracer, engine port, cowlings. Oh, that's the cowling that we've got, isn't it? Engine struts, radiators. Ooh. No, thruster array. That won't work. Ooh, Nova weapon mount. No, we've already got one of those. Braking engine. Right, I see we might have a little bit of a problem here. These are some very cool looking parts. I like these. they don't help us much in what we're doing. Ah, balls. I could really do... I suppose... I could take a couple of rocket pods out, just for now. We know we can fit those back in later somewhere else. Just to fit the comm spike in for now. Right. That'll have to do for now. I'm a little bit miffed that I'm going to have to lose a couple of rocket mount points, but it's fine. We'll live without it. Unless we do... Could we do a little bit of a swappity? If we could perhaps swap you... Oh, that fits! Oh, brilliant. We can just swap. Amazing. Just swap out the pods for the laser guns. Bloody beautiful. Right, what's duplicate? Why? Excellent. So we haven't lost any firepower, and we've snuck a cheeky little comm spike in there. Bloody beautiful. Excellent. Right, I don't think there were any other modifications I wanted to do to the ship. Right then. The new and improved Evelyn. Let's take to the stars. Oh, wait, hold on. Have I got... What were the warnings? We've got a couple of warnings here. Missing a weapon assignment, reduce mass or add engine. Yeah, the maneuverability is something that I do need to take a look at. I will take a look at weapon groups, though, because pulling weapons off has probably screwed something up. Right, so that's the... No. No. What? Oh, weapon group 1 are the electron beams. Right, cool. Unassigned is going to be the missile launchers. Sweet. Has that assigned all of the beams and launchers? I think it has. Excellent. Right, proceed to the Vigilance. Woohoo. Thank you very much, Jazz. It's been a pleasure working with you. Make sure you stay local to the escape pods, yeah? You know, just in case. You never know what might happen. I feel like Jazz is one of the good ones. I don't feel entirely happy about this.
Any adventure you can fly away from.
Oh, look at us!
Is that how the saying goes?
Right. Back to the Evelyn. Oh, I quite like that name now. Righty then. Oh, was that Simeon just coming through? That was slightly confusing. Cool. Right. Geronimo! Ow. Ankles. Oh, of course, all the doors have shut back over now, haven't they? Hello, Cora. Okay, let's go see Toft and Akande. Also, do we have any new inmates on board the Vigilance? I'm trying to work out if we handed any more slates in last time we were there. We were taking a quick look. I'm going to head to the brig first just to see who's there.
The pirating business. Mole.
Okay.
Try not to forget who you are, okay? It'd break the commander's heart to have to hunt you down.
I'm sure it'd break the commander's heart, but I'm sure you'd get a hell of a kick out of it. Right, do we have any... Ah, here we are. Any additions? Hello up there. See. Ah, Adler Kemp. Yeah, have we seen you before, haven't we?
Yeah. Interrogation complete. Good.
Just over in the blink of an eye.
Get some rest.
Rokov. That one's empty. That one's empty.
Hypothermia can set in quickly, and the effects can be deadly. We should keep that in mind.
Okay. Thanks for that, Andresia. I mean, it's 22 degrees in here at the moment. I don't think we've got much risk of hypothermia setting in. I might be wrong. So random. And I still got that extreme weather warning on my display as well. Yeah, we don't have any new faces in here just yet. So, let's go see Toft, see if we can't make a change to that, shall we? Right, where was the elevator? I always get lost in this bloody place. Docking ports. Here we go.
I heard we might see some action soon. Can't wait.
I wonder if that is genuine information that Delgado's caught wind of Ikande readying an attack.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Oh, here we go.
Good.
After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I don't like this.
Feels like we got maybe one more calm before the storm.
Yeah, it feels like crunch time's coming up soon.
There you are. Where have you been?
Sorry, aboard the Key, doing my doing my job, exactly. What's the emergency?
We're about to pull the trigger on the largest scale operation in UC SysDev history. All of our ships, personnel, and resources have been waiting for your report.
Okay.
Lives are potentially hanging in the balance. So you'll have to forgive me for being so impatient when I ask where the hell you've been.
On board the Key, doing what you sent me to.
You mean your latest excursion to Neon?
Yeah?
I've received the reports about your little foray into Genodyne. Last piece of the puzzle before you go after Kryx's legacy. Which means it's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the Key.
Okay. You can apologize when you're ready. What a knob. Not sure attacking them was the best course of action. I mean, quite the panic. Glad that UC's finally backing your play. Oh, man. Okay. I want to say I'm not sure attacking is the best course of action. There are some seemingly good people over there. Oh, I don't know if blowing them to stardust is the right thing to do. But then if I go and say that, is that going to put doubts in Akande's mind as to our loyalty? Let's go down the middle for now. They are panicking like hell.
Good. The more confusion and panic we cause, the more damage we can potentially inflict. Before you jump to Bannoc IV, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs.
Yeah, I thought this might be the decision
gains
point.
access to those resources. We might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Kryx system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
Oh.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDev won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
You cannot help but admire their commitment to their mission.
The only admiration I hold for the Crimson Fleet is the fact that they aren't going to be a problem for much longer.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I'm the one that's going to have to pull the trigger, aren't I? Suppose running off with the money and keeping it for myself is out of the question. Let's not pee him off any further. He apparently is in bad enough of a mood already. Man. Yeah, no pressure then.
Hey, don't worry about it. You've come this far. We know you've got what it takes to bring the prize home.
Well said, Lieutenant. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannoc IV. When you return here with Kryx's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck.
Oh, I hate this. How did you convince the UC to authorize this?
The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at Mast to greenlight the attack. They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons, all on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply, if it wasn't for you, this operation would be at a standstill.
Oh, God. Can I not go and find some evidence against, like, Jazz and the guy behind the bar to bring them in and put them in a cell safe and sound here? Oh, man. So what's going to happen to the legacy after I bring it here?
During the end of the Narion War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people.
Oh.
After the money is turned over to Mast, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City.
Oh. Okay, that makes me feel slightly less bad about blowing the crap out of the Crimson Fleet. If it's going back to Aquila and back to the Freestar Collective, maybe it's not so bad.
All my hopes go with you. Good luck.
Ugh. Hate this. Toft, I've got one more piece of evidence for you.
Has something on your mind? Good. The more you find, the stronger our case.
Oh, I've got a few more, apparently. So I got one for Estelle. From a Genodyne executive's office. Wait, which Genodyne executive was this? Okay, and Ayumi Kumiko. Willing to bet this will put a Yumi Komiko from Genodyne into... Right, okay, let's hand over the evidence against Estelle Vincent.
Perfect. Taking her out of the running is going to seriously damage the Crimson Fleet's hold on Neon. Even better, that's one less fleet captain and one less ship to worry about. Have any more?
Oh, man. I kind of don't want to hand over evidence against the Yumi Komiko. She kind of seemed okay. What were her... Was she linked with the fleet? Did she... Man, was she doing things on the fleet's behalf? Must be, otherwise I won't be handing in evidence against her. I don't like it because she seems decent, but at least it gets her out of the firing line.
Perfect. Komiko's wanted for corporate violations in UC territory, but having concrete evidence means we extradite her and nail her to the wall. I'm sure we can arrange a prisoner trade with the Freestar Collective, make it beneficial for both interested parties. Find anything else?
She wasn't fleet linked, was she? Oh, God. I feel bad now. I feel like such a rat. And I have no idea who this Genodyne executive is, so I have no personal ties.
Benjamin Bayou.
Oh.
Pride of the Freestar Collective. The authorities there have been trying to nail him for a long time. Bringing us proof that he's been manipulating Genodyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC will pay dearly for this. Good job.
Have I just screwed Benjamin? Have I just screwed Benjamin Bayou? Amazing.
Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it.
Well, if there is, I've got a feeling you're about to blow it to smithereens. So, are you going to be able to decrypt Kryx's legacy once I bring it?
Even as long ago as the Narian War, Galbank used an extremely potent level of encryption on their currency. Unfortunately, the unlocked ciphers are lost to time. However, if you can bring us one of Galbank's old transfer modules, I know it would help.
Ah.
Don't worry, I'm sure some of the techs at MAST will be able to work with whatever you bring to reverse the encryption.
Okay, as long as that money's going to Aquila and the Freestar Collective. Right, are you familiar with the Key's defenses?
Anything you can tell us would be helpful.
Well, apparently they're a bit screwed at the moment. Yeah, Jazz Durand is trying to get the Key's defensive batteries back online.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. I'll warn our ships to use looser formations. Hopefully Durand isn't as clever as she thinks she is, or you can help us take the batteries down when the attack begins. Was that all?
Yeah, they're calling in all the fleet captains.
Yeah, I heard they even sent word to some of the contacts you met. They're writing an awful lot of checks they can't cover without Kryx's legacy, but we'll be ready for them. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay, well, if anything else springs to mind before you leave, please let me know.
I think my decision is made. There's a lot of good people on board the Key. And by following in Kryx's footsteps...
Now's not the time to ask for an extended shore leave.
Shut up back
Someone
there.
on SSNN is saying the Crimson Fleet only gets violent as a last resort.
This is your moment. I know you can do this.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet
Oh,
goes.
oh my people, keep it down. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so Delgado is only following Kryx's lead. Are you okay there, Androsia? And Kryx essentially just wanted to unite the pirates to stop them tearing each other piece from piece. Yeah, and try and unite them to a cause. But unfortunately, the cause that he's uniting everyone towards is piracy and killing innocent civilians and blowing up civilian ships and cargo vessels and. Ugh. I feel like I'm having to side with the lesser of two evils here. But I'm gonna have to stick with. I'm gonna have to stick with the UC on this one, as much as it irks me.
Excuse me.
Move. Oh, hate this. Actually hate this. Okay, no turning back now.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Good. Geronimo! I just like doing that. One day I'll even face the right direction when I hit the bottom. Right, excuse me, get me through. Oh, I suppose I should take this Crimson Fleet stuff. Oh, I wanted to. Oh man. Can I still go dock with the Key? I wanted to go and actually buy a proper Crimson Fleet jetpack.
Nice. Clean set there.
Although I suppose it's not going to matter. I suppose we're going to meet lots of Crimson Fleeters in the future, aren't we? And this time we're going to be on the other side of the war. Oh, okay. Let's head over to, where was it now? Bannoc IV? Oh, I suppose I should keep the Crimson Fleet outfit on just for now. Just in case we meet any other fleeters out there. It's going to look a little bit sus if we're not wearing the garb. Right. So, flying to Bannoc. We can't make it there in one jump by the looks of it, so we need to stop off in Copernicus, okay? Well, I hope this conduction grid equipment does what it's supposed to do.
Let's see what there is to see.
We don't get zapped into oblivion when we actually reach the planet's surface. Right, looks all quiet in Copernicus. Let's continue the jump. Oh, we still can't make it. Rubbish. Right, we need to jump to Heinlein.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Any trouble here? Again? Seems to be all quiet.
Hailing unknown vessel. Colonists here in distress.
List?
We could really use your help. Could you please respond?
Well, seeing as we know Phil, I guess we should respond.
Thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with, List, and we're just trying to get to our new home.
Okay.
But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost.
That sounds like quite the predicament. Okay. I have a feeling this is where you're going to beg for help. So you're stranded in this system then. Right, let's not be quite so flippant, Asher. You're not a pirate at heart. Yeah, sounds like you're in a bit of a tough situation.
Listen, we have kids listening, so let's just say affirmative. Very much affirmative. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some?
I have no idea.
Loads more than the iron's actually worth.
I actually have no idea. What's wrong with your grav drive anyway?
It's just dead. The whole unit is like a brick now. No power readouts. The diagnostic log only says it's offline. Well, what we can read. I think some of the warnings are in Cyrillic. You know, those old Russian letters.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't actually have 20 iron, apparently.
If you can find or buy some iron, it's not like we're going anywhere. Thank you.
Okay. I guess I could keep my eyes open. So are you still gonna be here if I come back later? I guess so. Right, let's make a little note then. So, Heinlein 4B has colonists in need. Right, we'll bear that in mind. What's this? A distress... Oh, God. No, we don't have time to stop off. I do really want to just meander through and explore some of these locations at some point in the future. But for now, we need to get to Bannoc. Oh, we need to see this through, don't we? I hate this.
Our tiny tin can of fragile humans have survived.
The conduction grid will protect us. If not, this ship will not survive. Nor will we.
No, I've got that. Seems like it's holding up, though. We're not even taking any shield damage. Nice. Right, where the hell do I need to be? What's that over there? Unknown signal. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this even a... Hold on, let's take a look at the star map. Is this even a planet? It is a planet, but it's a... What, a gas giant? Oh, okay. I assumed that the Legacy had crashed into a planet, but, I mean, there's nothing to crash into on a gas giant. So, I'm assuming this signal is the Legacy? Whoop. Steady. Okay, it's getting a smidge tight around here now. Those units seem to be holding up. Oh god, there it is, look.
Interference is intense here, but the conduction grid seems to be working.
Well, I strapped 4 of them to the outside, so you'd hope so.
That appears to be the legacy. We have arrived.
Okay, we don't even get the option to try and hail it, so yeah, it's dead in the water by the looks of it. Wait, hold on. What ship is that? Something's docked to it. Are we gonna have company on board?
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
If you're gonna have a dock, you might as well have a clean one. So, oh man, crunch time. Ready yourself, Simeon.
Stories? Or do you have one to tell me?
Now, Barrett, I appreciate you being on board. I appreciate your input. Most of the time, I appreciate your judgment. But now, you want to exchange stories now? Dude. Andrea, suit up. Oh.
Got something for me?
No. I don't know what would make you think that. I really should actually pay some more attention to Sarah. Bless her. I do kind of blank her most times, but she does have some sort of loyalty mission that we need to be going on at some point. Look at the size of this thing. Well, here goes. Oh my god, we're boarding the Legacy. Is there going to be any gravity on board? It did say the grav drive was off.
It's good to be back in our own ship.
Whoa.
The damage done here certainly indicates we are not the first to find this ship.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, we do have working gravity by the looks of it. Oh, interesting. What have we got here? Docking port 2 computer. Wonder if we can open... Yeah, I was going to say if we can open ship logs to see what's docked. Docking status unoccupied. Docked ship NA. Oh, okay. Doesn't show a docking history. That is somewhat sad. Right, so... should I have weapons at the ready? This is the question. All quiet so far. Yeah, like Andreja says, there's been activity aboard here by the looks of it. Anything of interest? Storage box. I'm not that bothered about unlocking things at the moment. No food. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that's something I hadn't even considered. When the Legacy went dark in this field, were there still crew on board? No water. Oh god. I think there were. I think there may have been crew surviving on board this thing for a long time. Adrift.
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now, give me the bad news.
Captain Liang.
The bad news is that our engines and grav drive are destroyed, and we're drifting toward Bannoc IV.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannoc's EM field? We hit that, every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now, we all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine, you two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people. Crew recording terminated.
So Liang's captain, Ostwald is the chief engineer by the sounds of it, and it sounds like they've only got... either those are the officers, or there's a very small crew on board. Or was a small crew on board. And they managed to fall into the orbit of Bannoc IV. What have we got here? Cargo bay, docking ports, that's where we just come from. The trash on board this thing. Crew quarters and vault. Galley this way. Are we going to encounter any ex-crew along the way? We got a bit of storage here. Some stuff and some things. Some infused bandages. Lovely. Right, I'm not going to scour every single cupboard. Right, mess hall.
Everything here appears sound. The crew must have remained trapped for some time.
Hmm.
An unenviable fate.
Yeah, that was my fear as well. Kryx's arrival.
Crew recording initiated.
Hello? Hello?
What?
Engineer's message said they set up some kind of a recording system. Well, the red light is on, so I guess it's working.
No.
It's been a few days since I docked with the Legacy. For the time being, I'm stuck here. Every system on my ship, including the prototype shielding, is completely burned out. It's unlikely it'll ever fly again. Whatever's protecting the Legacy seems to be holding for now. Which is pretty amazing considering she's been here for almost 40 years. Long story short, I've made it to the prize, but now I'm stranded and trying to figure a way off this hulk.
No way.
I gotta tell you though, it's not looking good. Not at all. I found the remains of the Legacy's crew. Looks like they're starved to death. It's obvious they couldn't find their way out. Next thing I need to do is start scouring the ship and look for something they might have missed. Guess that's all for now. Signing off.
Crew recording terminated.
Shit. Kryx made it aboard. Kryx actually made it aboard, but couldn't get back off. So that explains what the ship is docked outside. That was his vessel. He would have been the one that came in and took down all the security bots, which presumably were still stomping around even though the crew had long since died. I had wondered for a moment as well whether we might still find Kryx alive on here, but he mentioned that the crew starved to death, so presumably there was no food. Right, log 6, lost soul.
Crew recording initiated. I wouldn't go near Osterholt. He's drunk and he's got a pistol.
Oh no.
Oh my god, are you alright?
Tell me exactly what happened. I was bringing Osterholt his food. When I got near the cred tank vault entrance, I found him sitting on the floor. Bottle in one hand, gun in the other.
He say anything directly to you? Anything threatening?
No, he just stared at me and kept drinking from the bottle. The gun wasn't even pointed my way. What's happening to him, Captain? What's happening to all of us? First Bakara kills himself and now this? You have to help us. God damn it! I'm trying. I thought Bakara would be okay. How the hell did I know he'd never come out of that room alive? Everyone's looking to me for answers. Well, guess what? I don't have them.
Uh-oh.
This whole thing's falling apart, and it's my fault. Captain, come back. Please. I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything wrong, Simmons. I'll go talk to her.
Crew recording terminated.
The crew's turning on each other, and the captain has hit her limit, which is understandable, but all the rest of the crew are looking to her for assurance and for answers.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
What have we got here? Crew quarters. Let's see, that's where I came up. Right, what have we got? No time for sitting down and chilling. I don't think I'm going to be needing weapons anytime soon. I'll probably live to regret that, but... Oh, no! Who have we got here? Captain Liang. That's Kellner. Oh, no. So that's the British guy that was talking. This is the cat. Credits. Ship captain's hat. Feels a bit wrong, but hey-ho. A Greater End, Volume 3. I don't think I've heard of that. Credits. Let me guess. Mining suit? Oh, I don't know. Master level. I bet it's a mining suit. Hold on. You can usually get access to these things through the actual seam by the door. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Yeah, bloody mining suit. A deep space mining helmet. It's a decent one, but what's the value? 876. No, not even worth it. Why there's so many mining suits around? Rather annoying. Crimson cabin. I think we've probably already got that one. Okay. Oh man, this is horrible. Captain Liang. Oh, this is Liang's quarters. Interesting. Crew evaluations. Okay, yeah, so it was a very small crew. So Kate Osterholt, this was the engineer. The engineer Osterholt is a valued member of the crew. His knowledge of the ship's maintenance borders on encyclopedic. He has the capability to work and think under pressure, which has saved the Legacy on numerous occasions. I take it these were written before they ended up around Bannoc IV? Even as a valued member of the crew, I must log my concerns regarding his alcohol abuse issues. When off duty, Osterholt is often found in the mess area in a mild state of inebriation. Though it hasn't jeopardized the crew or the ship, and no one's lodged a formal complaint, it remains a potential problem that should be monitored. Mayfield, medic. Crewman Mayfield is an exemplary medic and an asset to the Legacy. He's friendly, approachable, and discreet, though he informs me if an injury or a symptom could affect the crew as a whole. He works well under pressure and does an excellent job monitoring the physical and mental health of the crew. I'd like to recommend that Crewman Mayfield be promoted to Legacy's first mate to replace the vacancy left by Obadiah Mears, who was killed in last year's pirate attack. Oh, so they've seen some trouble before. I will file the paperwork, proper paperwork, when I arrive at home port. Aguilar. Crewman Aguilar is a remarkable member of the Legacy's crew. She's one of the toughest and bravest long haulers I've had the pleasure of flying with. She has an uncanny knack for quickly handling any problem or situation that's placed in her path. The only issue I see with Aguilar is her short temper. Some of the more abrasive members of the crew can often get under her skin, which has triggered arguments and minor altercations. If she could conquer the issue, I would gladly recommend her for the command training program once her initial tour is complete. Kellner. This is the English fella. Crewman Kellner is a valued member of the crew. He does his job as expected, follows orders properly, and is dependable under pressure. Though his specialty is the ship's defensive systems, I've seen him jump into other roles without complaint. Overall, he gets along with everyone, and I'm pleased to have him aboard. That being said, I'd like to formally report I have engaged in a consensual relationship with Crewman Kellner. That's why they were in the cabin together. Oh no! And that's why he said he'd go off and speak to her to bring her around after she freaked out. I realise this jeopardizes my position as captain of the Legacy, and I will face whatever disciplinary action that administration feels necessary. Since this could have an effect on both of our careers, I'd like to request that Crewman Kellner be transferred when our current assignment is complete. Wow. Bakara. This was the one that ended up getting killed, I think. Crewman Bakara is a problematic member of the crew. Though he performs his role as expected, he's combative, insolent, and often challenges my commands in front of the crew. Though I am aware we are not a military vessel, I still expect a certain amount of decorum from everyone under my command. Not a military vessel. I wonder if the captain was formerly UC Navy. Crewman Bakara is a detriment to the Legacy and its crew. I'd like to request he be transferred to another location within the company after our current mission is complete. Interesting that he's the first one to have died on board. And Simmons, she's the one that was shot by Osterholt. Crewman Simmons is undergoing a 1-year trainee evaluation. So far, she's shown ample aptitude for all of the assignments she's been given. Though her task load is light, she often finds herself second-guessing her own work, which in turn results in extended duty time. I've repeatedly reminded her that she needs to have more self-confidence regarding her duties, and I'm hoping she'll take that advice to heart. I'll transmit my final evaluation to the Personnel Division when we arrive at our home port. Okay, and mission brief. Legacy, captained by X Liang. You are hereby ordered to proceed directly to your delivery location coordinates. You will be met by the receiver, Redacted, who will provide Alpha Cipher clearance and confirmation. Once clearance is confirmed, data transfer may begin. Under no circumstances are you to deviate from your plotted course without authorization from your escort craft. We've got no reason to believe that it did deviate, and in fact, it would make sense that it didn't deviate. Otherwise, no, hold on. No, the ship wasn't attacked, was it? It was just lost. Maybe they did deviate. Oh, no. Oh, it's just the door. Bye! Maybe it did deviate, and that's what brought it into the Bannoc system. Or at least brought it too close to Bannoc IV. Okay, we've got a data slate here, running on empty.
Crew recording initiated. All right, it's recording. So like you were saying, that's all we have left.
If we stretch things out and cut our rations in half, I'd say we'll be out of food in a week, maybe 9 days.
How do I do it, Kellner? How do I tell everyone we're all going to die?
You don't have to. Everyone knows. They're all making peace with it. Bakara and Osterholt knew. They simply chose to handle it by giving up early and taking their own lives.
Look at all that money down there. Millions of credits. Completely worthless. With all of that, I could buy another ship. Fly us all out of here. I wonder if Galbank will even bother to send word to my family. To any of our families.
Captain, listen. You're not at fault for what happened. Those ships came out of nowhere.
Oh.
The fact that we've lived this long is a gift. A miracle.
Which means we should enjoy every second of the time that remains. Right, crewman Kellner?
My thoughts exactly, Captain.
Come closer. I need you to hold me. Crew recording terminated.
Oh, that's horrible. Imagine being trapped aboard a vessel. Everything's fine, but you're running out of food. Oh, this thing seems like amazingly intact, and yet they were doomed. All of them. That's horrendous. They were holding hands at the end. Ah, I hate it. Get me out. Thank you very much for joining me. If you'd like to leave a like or you care to leave a comment, please give me a moment. Give me some space. Pop those down below. Oh, God, there's another one. And, yeah, I will catch you in the next one. We're going to explore the rest of the Legacy, find out what happened to the ship. Oh, no, they're all here. They're all here. I hate it. Find out where the Legacy actually is. I mean, the actual big chunk of cash. What happened to Kryx, and what the hell we're actually going to do at the end of this. But until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.